Yeah, I know. It's been a while. I explained on Patreon. Things have been rough the last couple of days, and you know what? We're just gonna skip the explanation and we're gonna get right into it. See, I wish I could be coy and be like, ooh, the hair isn't the only new thing about me, but it is. And I don't know if I'm okay with this position yet. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with this or if I'm gonna go back to braids. To be honest, I'm probably gonna go back to braids because I like being able to change my hair color every month. I know that I keep taking these breaks in between series. I kind of have just been told that it's because of burnout, and I'm just sort of struggling with that epiphany at the moment. I didn't realize it was from burnout, but at least now that I know the problem, I can address it and see how things progress from there. The emotional roller coaster of the last month has been brutal, for lack of a better word. Now we are on the better end of it. Me and husband are, we're doing better. Oh, I'm not even gonna say that and knock on all the wood. Now, for those of you who know, and for those of you who don't, my name is TK, your resident lunatic, and today we are finally getting to season 2 of Vox Machina. Now, since then, I have not listened or watched any of Critical Role, particularly pertaining to Vox Machina, so I still know next to nothing about the campaign. However, I did find out that my husband, fiance, you guys know we're not technically married yet, he has actually watched and listened to the entirety of campaign 1 and 2 of Critical Role. We had just never brought it up because we didn't really listen to a lot of live play podcasts after we met. So I had listened to all of Taz Balance and most of Amnesty by the time we started dating. The topic of live play podcasts just never really come up between us until right after I watched the first season. And he was like, oh yeah, I listened to all of Vox Machina. And we actually ended up watching it together, and because of that, my opinion on the previous season has changed somewhat. Also, I apologize for the lighting situation. You guys know this channel, you know it's always gonna be a practice in patience. It's still a work in progress. After rewatching the first season with my husband, who knew the Vox Machina campaign very well, I am starting to see the cracks more and more. This is not to say that my opinion has become bad or unfavorable by any means. I still think that the show feels like a very good 12-episode anime with the promise of a second season. I love it. I thought the end was emotionally satisfying and did everything it needed to do. I now see the faults in some of the writing decisions, especially when it comes to mood. With shows from streaming services that I've talked about before, shows are getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and it's becoming more and more frustrating because the quality of writing is going down. Now, I truly believe that this show did the best with what it was given, and I think it deserves credit for that. However, this doesn't take away from the fact there are people who didn't know anything about D&D, or people who knew nothing about Critical Role, like myself, came away from the show feeling confused and kind of dissatisfied. And after watching the show again by myself when I had to re-record the episodes to edit, and then again with my husband who knew a lot about the podcast, I actually understand the complaints a little more now. Of course, outside of the gore and spectacle that I complained about in the last series. Now, I do believe when you binge shows over and over, it does change your ability to critique things properly or in good faith. However, I also believe that people feel the way they feel for a reason. Both of these things can exist mutually. And there are a lot of people who felt that the show felt more like the MCU, where it cared more about the wisecracks and action than about the actual character development. I feel like the MCU probably wouldn't touch the amount of off-color humor you get from this show, because the MCU and Disney at all times, especially now, plays it the utmost of safe. I do believe that there is a certain amount of spectacle that you can't get from live action shows that you can get from animation. I believe that animation is the superior medium for stories like this. Hey, creators of Willow, animation! It would have been so good if you had just, that's another story for another day. I'm not gonna lie, my brain has been soup for the last 2 weeks and I'm just really now starting to recover. So, I'm having trouble voicing my thoughts properly on the first season, but what I'm going to say is this, because I don't want to make an introduction longer than the actual reaction like I had been doing for Our Flag Means Death for a variety of reasons. I'm really hoping that season 2 can do a little better in terms of narrative pacing. I hope that the show stops relying on spectacle so much. And I know you have to have it to a certain degree, especially for a fantasy show. After a while, it does bog the show down. And as someone who has played D&D for about 5 years now, almost every week, I get that a lot of D&D sessions are more jokes than actually getting any progress done. But this is not a D&D campaign. It is a show. It has to be entertaining for other people outside of the realm of D&D. I have actually had to private a couple of videos on TikTok talking about this because half of the people were really big fans of Critical Role and saying, you can't forget the origin of the show. This show has to adhere to the true spirit of Critical Role. The other half of commenters were just mad that I was black. I think the show has a few too many inside jokes now, and I see a lot of things that went over my head the first time. Not to mention, you guys did tell me in the comments in the previous season, so I'm hoping for an improvement. Well, that is enough of my rambling. Let us put on our headphones and commence with the drama, my friends. Okay, yeah, this is where we picked off last time.
By evil. Vox Machina saved us from this threat.
About time they got some recognition.
My weakness put the realm in jeopardy, but I vow never to allow that again.
Cause I am leaving!
And I hereby renounce the throne and cede the government to the Council of Tal'Dorei.
Democracy, bitches. Okay, yeah, and here the dragons. Here are the dragon cousins coming to avenge. They got Pookie. They got Pumpkin.
What's going on?
I feel like the dragons may affect her ability to aim. Oh, you guys are about to get Game of Thrones. Like, you guys are about to get Dracarys.
Alarm bells. I suddenly feel overdressed.
Please tell me Gilmore fights. Please tell me Gilmore fights. I want to see Gilmore fight so bad. Yeah, y'all should have been running. Y'all should have been running. Get moving. Get moving. Okay, move. Scanlan, why are you standing there? You are an adventurer. Get your shit right, bro. Why are you standing there? What do you mean, what do we do? You're in...
Quickly, come.
Oh, I was waiting for her to get moving. I really like her. I hope she's a badass. Oh, that's 15 poison damage.
Uriel?
Oh, that's horrifying. I loved that though. A+ death scene, Uriel. Bravo, dude. They have done a good job. They have done a good job of making dragons terrifying. Get his ass, girl. Get his ass. Oh, I heard the musical sting. Is that the Raven Queen? Please tell me that's the Raven Queen. I cosplayed the Raven Queen. I cosplayed the Raven Queen last year at Dragon Con. Is that the Raven Queen? Terrifying.
Stay safe this time.
If one of you dies in this episode, I'm taking both of your kneecaps. But anyway, like I was saying, I have cosplayed the Raven Queen twice, but mostly for Taz Balance. Oh, he liked Scanlan so much.
Delicious cattle. Ryshawn enjoys the taste of fear.
Okay, no, every time I hear that, oh, the smell of fear. I love the smell and taste of fear. I'm pretty sure the smell and taste of fear from any piece of media is urine!
Fuck all this.
Thank you, Grog. Oh, okay, never mind. Someone get him. Get him. Save my son!
Is that your best?
Kinda.
It's got magic too?
Yes!
Max, you got a plan?
Sure do.
Run! Oh!
Toltec demands capitulation. Submit to the Cinder King.
Like what? What did we do? That's giving Indiana Jones in the refrigerator.
Oh no.
Incoming.
Almost.
Yeah, you don't need to heal me all the way. Like maybe about like halfway we can speed this up.
Fast fucking door that actually helped us.
Rude. That's cool as hell though, not gonna lie. Hey. He said, fuck this city in particular.
You live out of mercy. Fight or flee and you forfeit that mercy. A new age is upon you. The rule of the CHROMA Conclave.
That name does not sound intimidating. Yeah, sure. I mean, the flames and the lava are intimidating enough, so why am I complaining? You know.
It's like the end of the world.
I think that's the point.
And I'm so glad you're alive too, Scanlan.
You're behind him, okay? He didn't notice. Oh! Well, there goes the evacuation committee. Please don't tell me Gilmore's dead.
Sean!
I'll be so upset if Gilmore's dead!
I thought I'd lost you. It was very close.
Let me gaze into your brooding eyes before I shuffle off this mortal coil.
Or we could
You're
kill
not
you.
going to die. Not today.
At least you healed my face. That's the most important part anyway.
I know, right?
Second most important.
Flirting right in front of Keyleth, okay.
All
Just...
of these, thank you very much.
Ooh.
Frog likes this belt.
Sword first, Scanman.
Hey, finders keepers.
You didn't even find it first!
Fabled lance of dragon slaying.
Why did you wait, Percy?
Of course.
Oh, okay, I was like, please tell me we're not leaving Scanlan behind. Yeah, there it goes.
Easy, friend.
Vax
Thanks for
is so
getting us out of that.
compassionate. Like, that's one of the reasons I love his character.
Pretty cool, right?
No, I feel like it's
Radiates
not.
dark magic.
Yeah, it
I'm
absorbs
sure you know
blood,
what it
Grog.
does.
Chops up dragons.
Oh no, it absorbs blood
Still too
and
close to
gets
the city for
longer
my
like a
liking.
boner.
We can't just abandon it.
Percy's right. I mean, come on, did you see them?
You're kind of
Four
outclassed right now.
giant...
They called themselves the CHROMA Conclave.
Which just sounds goofy in
The
my
dragons
opinion,
didn't
but
get
okay.
along. What if this is our fault? We killed that blue dragon, Brimscythe. Do you think this is revenge?
I feel like you're giving yourself a
This is
little
one
too
hell of a
much credit here, Keyleth.
Look.
I was joking
Amon had
before.
the biggest army in Tal'Dorei until Brimscythe dismantled it. This plan has long been in motion.
Yeah,
Someone's at the gates.
it's the captain of the guard, I bet. Oh,
So many. Okay, hurry. You'll be safe in here.
not really.
Everybody inside. It's gonna be fine.
Not really.
Where are your parents?
Dead. Who brought kids into an adult animated show? Those people are fucking dead. I saw Seis Manos, okay? That shit was disturbing. Actually, are these the same people who animated Seis Manos? There goes your house.
Like I said, Whitestone! Make it happen, Kiki!
She's... I'm not sure if she's in a situation to do that. It's gonna take a minute. I believe that takes like 15 minutes, right?
Fuck nuts!
Hey, Frosty, down here!
No.
Am I starting to get predictable?
No, that was a legendary action. Oh. The little kids ain't gonna make it. Oh, okay.
Imon's been attacked by variegated dragons. 4 of them.
If I was her, I'd be like, it's been 2 weeks, Percy! What the hell?
No, I can take care of him.
If he's important to you, then he's important to me.
Keeper Yenin understands compassion. She's angry.
We're protectors of the realm. I know it doesn't mean anything, but maybe it should.
What do you mean it doesn't mean
what
anything,
exactly is
Keyleth?
the
You
plan
just
against
freed a
4 dragons?
city! And you already defeated another dragon!
The oldest, most defensible city in the world.
Helm's
If you're
Deep.
looking for army.
I've always wanted to go.
You don't, trust me. It's stuffy.
Oh,
Monks,
is
please, tell me you're
Vasselheim
joking.
home?
I'm a noble.
Diplomacy? No, we're not strong enough for this. Now we're going all
Scanlan.
the...
No, I understand why Scanlan's upset.
I mean, those dragons leveled the whole Cloud Top district. We couldn't even slow them down.
Right? Pisses me off.
I think you guys are upset about different things.
They already rebuilt it.
Town looked like shit till we saved it.
We didn't save a town. We saved them.
You
were
could do
hopeless
both, Vex.
Yeah, all right. Let's do it. After all, I can't do my world tour without the rest of the band.
I don't blame Scanlan for thinking the way he does, though, because there in no way they predicted any of this could have ever happened.
Make your appeal for help at the Platinum Sanctuary. But failing that,
I love
seek out
Gilmore's
help
design. I'm
wherever
sorry,
you
he's
can.
so handsome. Say something to your sister before you go. God, I would give one of my fingers to see them
That's
hug.
what they made
That's not true. Don't hold me to that.
They could gather The force is against us.
I feel like that. You guys aren't subtle. I feel like forces would gather against you regardless.
And me, my king. Westerns teeming with gold.
Yeah, sure, Starscream. Go do whatever you want.
Then you shall, and once you have Umbrasil, hunt down those vermin. Show them the wrath of the CHROMA conclave.
That really sounds like Keith David. Alright, that was pretty good. But next episode, then we'll develop some opinions. And you guys know that I'm all about opinions.
Oh shit! Guys, stop! No, don't step!
You know what? I'll take
Before I
it.
met you, I would have found this very upsetting.
At least we all made it safe to the ground.
Good thing these titties were here.
Sure.
Virgil.
No.
Vasselheim.
Thank you.
Our only chance.
Yeah, kinda.
And I require an audience with the Dawn Marshals.
My name's Rob, and I require a sandwich.
Yeah, they're not
Holding
gonna-
up the line.
They don't give a shit, bro.
Go to the Platinum Sanctuary and find him yourself. And the bear will.
Why are we always putting Trinket outside?
It usually works.
No, it doesn't.
Of course, darling. I'm sure it happens to all the nobles.
Yeah, no, that don't work. You know it don't work, Percy. It's giving Minas Tirith. It's giving Helm's Deep.
G'day.
It's giving the Horn of Helm Hammerhand.
Oh, good day.
Tourists. Yikes. Lots of
Same.
temples and no brothels.
Yeah, it's a
You telling me
religious
people
city, bro.
choose to live here?
The Lawbearer.
The Dawn Marshals
Totally
head
not
each
Lathander.
temple, and with my expertise in statecraft, I can negotiate terms
All
that
due
will...
respect, we saw your statecraft back at the gate.
Yeah, no. Shut your mouth.
Oh, who's standing right in front of you? Yeah, me, a holy person. I got this.
Doubt. If I know anything about a D&D campaign, it's that the first attempt almost
Pardon
never
us,
goes correctly.
We come seeking an audience.
Why?
Grant us vision.
And they're gonna look like, oh shit. Alright, cool. Thank
This evil
you
must
for
be met with holiness.
thank you for letting
Which
us
is why we
relive
humbly
that.
ask,
You have our sympathies and our hospitality.
But
that is
our
all.
armies,
you won't
tough
help
shit.
us?
Diplomacy demands
Let
that...
me correct you.
Diplomacy
Vasselheim's
commands
most-
what?
This city has stood for millennia by keeping the affairs of Taldore outside.
If you turn your back
Y'all
on
are gonna
this,
end up like World
more
War
will
II
die.
America. Now, we all know how this ends.
think you
History
mean
and real
today.
life has proven why this is a shit tactic to do.
Spying on us.
Yes. I mean, no. I mean,
You were
I
eavesdropping.
heard what you said in there. And I know who you are. Listen, I serve the High Bearer. You need the Slayer's take.
Interesting.
Absolutely not. Options. Oh, didn't realize painful death was an option now.
You forget. I have an old friend on the inside.
Yeah, I didn't like that bitch either.
Friend is a...
Oh, I am hungry. Thanks, stomach.
A bagel.
Get some yum yum and
2 bagels. Oh. Oh, they're those kind of slayers.
I feel like I haven't met you yet.
I feel like your voice
Who,
doesn't match
me?
your face.
Where have I seen them before?
Oh yeah. Buck, you both.
Eyes up, gang. Got ourselves a bounty.
I'm sorry, but his voice doesn't match his face.
Unless you want your skulls ground into powder, you might want to step back. Right, Grog?
Nope, Grog is distracted. How did you not notice? He's like 8 feet tall. Is Grog just out on a solo mish right now?
Oh, something. You are no different.
Oh, this
we
old
do
man
need to
fucks.
but you're like old.
I'm also strong as fuck. I always love the trope of the actually tough old man. It might be because of my love of martial arts movies,
But you can call me Cash.
Like money. So clever.
I would like to roll for seduction.
Hey, Z, are you expecting annoying visitor?
No. Zara, darling. Still
Sorry.
sharpening your horns, I see.
I need these two to make out immediately.
They're destroying Taldore, killing innocent people.
They don't give a fuck about
This
that.
isn't about money. This is about saving lives.
To these people, it's about money. I don't know what you expected, Pike.
I know, she's so cute. Oh, I'm sorry, love. The Slayer's take doesn't do anything for free.
I know, Pike,
Now,
you really damaged
let's discuss
negotiations
your-
there.
Don't you get it? We're trying to save the fucking world!
Yeah, no, they don't care about that, Pike.
You heard her.
Fuck.
We got Helm's Deep and the Mines Moria.
I may have misjudged our relationship.
Or you might have lied.
At least they can't murder us down here.
You might starve to death.
Maybe they want to help?
Pike, your optimism is getting to me now. It's a Belrog. Is that an Intelakea? Sorry, that's a deep pool. I don't know why you did that.
Usually, you know, come back.
Yeah.
How astute.
Yeah, no, really. I'm a whole fucking sphinx. I'm just hanging out.
Both unprepared.
Oh. Are we doing the mind fuckery right now? The mental trial, the final temptation of Christ trope?
A alliance that proves your frailty.
She's trying to get in our head.
Yes, and it's working. To be fair, she's hitting you with an entire building, it seems.
No one cares about you. I'm no different.
Well, damn. Does your strength come from?
This is one of them trick questions.
Frog doesn't get it.
My muscles or my rage, but I know it's my heart. That's my real strength.
I don't think that's what he's asking.
Wrong.
Judging by what you told me in the comments, I'm guessing he's asking why this dude is alive.
Where does your strength come from?
I don't know is a perfectly valid answer.
Fuck dignity. I'm not leaving. Not giving up. Until someone listens.
Good idea, Pike.
Would you sacrifice your life just to prove a point?
I
Kinda.
don't care if I die. None of us do. But we're not leaving. We won't be ignored.
The attitude I wish people in real life would adopt.
And you'll, show me the next one?
No, that's not my job.
I already have.
Good talk.
I don't think Grog has high enough intelligence to go on a spiritual journey with no guidance.
Strength to defeat the dragons.
Yes.
But also knowledge.
Cool.
Knowledge? Of what?
Dragons?
Big fan of mating over here.
As the knowing mistress.
No, you needed
heals
some
in
levity in
exile
this situation.
to protect- It pains me.
Aww.
Yet it is for a greater good. It's not me you need to worry about letting down.
It's literally everybody that's going.
Only each other.
Oh.
Our patron has a job for you.
Guess I'm quite charming after all.
No, you kind of got yelled at a bunch. You're not gonna be able to, rely on her protection for much longer, so.
Expected.
We came
No,
to get
but it
an
was
army,
definitely what
but
you needed.
Maybe we got something better. Inspiration.
Huh. That's a new one for us.
Scanlan, that's your
Step one,
entire
find the
job!
creatures. Step 2, kill some dragons. Step 3...
Profits?
Profit?
Business is booming!
Junkrat, what are you doing here?
Oh, sure. I remember her well, because she had one hand.
Yeah, she was the evil hot lady from the previous season.
Don't blow yourself up! Bye!
Why they have to do my dude like that? Why they gotta do Junkrat like that? Okay, so first impressions, still a great show. We're still doing good. They did work on the pacing just a little bit, really scaled back the amount of spectacle they showed. Like, especially that Uriel death scene. I love the symbolism of the bleeding eyes, probably because I was raised Christian, but that's neither here nor there. One thing I did really appreciate, they start shifting the focus on different characters. So clearly what we're going to be seeing is a lot of interaction between Vex and Vax. Yes, we see a lot of interaction between them anyway because they're brother and sister, but this feels a bit more important simply because they are starting to call out the pitfalls of their relationship, especially when it comes to their codependency. Every time the other one is in trouble, they kind of forget that everyone else is around and that everyone else can help, probably because of what they've gone through in Syngorn or whatever it was called. I was a huge fan of Taz Balance back in the day, and because I didn't have enough money to to do like a canon cosplay. I really wanted to cosplay Saz from Final Fantasy 13. However, the coat was too small and I couldn't let it out any more than I already had. So I opted to do something a little more abstract and I cosplayed the Raven Queen. I looked up tons of pictures. I have seen the masked person in black before. And I know tangentially, because of what my husband said when we were watching the show, that there is something important going on between the Raven Queen and Vax. Now, I don't know what this means, of course, but the thing is, I immediately loved the Raven Queen because I don't know if you guys noticed, but I love skulls and ravens. I don't know if that was obvious, but one thing I really appreciated about these two episodes in particular is that you really see how compassionate Vax is. And it's not like, oh, I care so much for Gilmore, I want him, you know, to live, because of course he does. We have seen this before, how Vax felt about the kids in the first two episodes. Besides Pike, he is usually the first to volunteer to help. He is usually the first to be like, okay, what do you want us to do? How can we help? How can I help? What can I do for you? Something that we saw in the previous season, especially when it came to him and Keyleth's relationship, Vex actually has a problem with that. She seems to consider kindness and compassion kind of a distraction. Now, I know that this is probably just a character flaw, and listen, I'm all for flawed characters. People say that they want flawed female characters, and then they get a flawed female character, and they are like, oh my god, she's so annoying, she's so awful, and it's like, this is what you wanted! What are you talking about? Anyways, that's another rant for another day. The biggest issue in their relationship is Vax is a very kind person. Vexalia cannot afford to be. Now, when it comes to Grog, I am not sure if he is smart enough or wise enough to handle a moral dilemma this intense. I don't know if he can, I don't know if he'll be entirely successful, so we'll see, especially because of the evil cursed blade he still has, and I'm a little bit worried about what that might mean. I'm very hopeful for this season. I think it will do right by Critical Role, I think it'll do right by the fans, and hopefully I can do right by you guys. Now, with that being said, please like if you like this video, please subscribe if you really like this video and would like to see more, and if you really like me and would like to support the channel, you can find me on Patreon, where I post full uncut reactions the day before they're posted on YouTube. So now that I'm posting on Wednesday and Friday again, you'll find them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you would like to find me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, and TikTok. And speaking of TikTok, if you live in the US and you already know the situation, I need you guys to remember that they are not after TikTok. They are after the control of information and want to safeguard their stocks in Meta. So remember, know your rights. Call your congressman. Fuck Twitter. And with that being said, thank you for watching. Stay weird, lovelies, and happy eating!